Now, I request our Vice President, Dr. Sekar Viswanathan, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, you had a lunch and now the session is on. All the parents, are you ready for a quiz on the academic rules which was just given to you? Ready? Yes, that's the spirit. That's good. So anyhow, don't worry too much. There will be a lot more opportunities to get familiarized with whatever Dean Acad just mentioned. Can I ask all the parents to kindly stand up? All the parents alone. Okay. These are the heroes. Let's give a big round of applause to all the parents here. Please sit down. More than the students, I want to congratulate the parents. I know the students work hard to get a seat in a top institution like VIT, but it takes a lot of support. So I want the students to realize this. I've visited so many countries. I've never seen parents giving so much of support to their children like the Indian parents do. It's really amazing. But for your support, the students couldn't have done this. So it's really a remarkable day for many of the students. Probably this is the first time coming out of the house and staying in a hostel. So that itself is going to be another experience from the school to university. This transition is an important phase of life. I'm sure we are going to do everything in our possibility to make it as smooth as possible. Just wanted to narrate a small story. It seems this young man got a flight and he got the business class seat. So first time he's traveling business class, so he goes and sits there. And the flight is about to take off. The passenger next to him comes and sits next to him. And he was very surprised. He is the chairman of the biggest company of India, about 80 years old, sitting and traveling. So he was very, very happy. So during the flight, he wanted to make a small conversation with him and turned to the company chairman and asked, "Sir, you are 80 years old. Why don't you retire now that your company has become so big, earning lakhs of crores? Why don't you just retire?" To that, the chairman said, "My dear young man, the plane has reached 30,000 feet height. Why can't the captain switch off the engine?" So the relevance is here, many of our students have worked very hard and reached 30,000 feet now. Don't switch off the engine. You need to continue to study hard. A lot of people think, okay, my goal is to reach VIT or IIT. Okay, I've reached. Okay, now I can relax. What will happen if you relax? The plane will go down. Right? You cannot afford to relax now. This is the platform for takeoff. We are your platform. We are your rocket launcher. The satellite needs to go on the orbit. So we are here to support you, to make sure you succeed in your life. Your success is our focus. So you need to help us to help you. Again, I just wanted to make a couple of other points. One is about our international relations. We have MOU, partnerships with more than 288 universities across the world, and that gives you plenty of opportunities. One, we will be getting a lot of professors from our partner universities from abroad and exchange students. So I want you to interact with them. It's an opportunity. Develop your network of professors. That's how the world works. You need to develop your network. That network will be very useful for you in the future when you meet a professor and then develop a contact, be in touch. So your not just your social media network, your professional network. Get into LinkedIn kind of networks. So that's very important. Second thing is we have a program called Semester Abroad Program, SAP, where your last semester you can do it in one of our partner universities or non-partner universities also. And VIT provides scholarships based on merit cum need basis. We will be giving scholarships, so your travel and sometimes your living expenses will be covered. So you can do your project in one of our partner universities. And the other program we have is called the International Transfer Program, ITP, where you can do 2 years at VIT and 2 years in our partner university and get the partner university degree. For example, in US, we have partnership with Purdue University, Rochester Institute of Technology, State University of New York at Binghamton, and in UK, it's at Queen Mary's University at London, and in Australia, the Australian National University, Deakin University. There are so many good universities with which we have partnership. Recently, our Chancellor signed an MOU with Binghamton, State University of New York, where you can do 3.5 years here in Vellore and 1.5 years in Binghamton, New York, and get bachelor's from Vellore and master's from State University of New York. So there are plethora of opportunities for you. All you need to do is utilize them. The other opportunity which I wanted to talk about is our placement placement department, headed by Dr. Samuel Rajkumar, whom you might have been introduced already. So last year, 719 companies visited our campus. It's a huge record. When we do some surveys, one of the main reason students choose VIT is placements. So the abundant opportunity you are getting, you should not waste it. So many of the companies look for good academic record. So there is no option of failing in any of the subjects, right? I'm sure you failed none of the subjects in your high school, right, in your school education. So, but when it comes to college education, people become lethargic. So I'm mentioning this to you. Most companies look at your academic record. So make sure you do not score any low grade or F grade in any of your subjects right from first semester. That's very important for you. And of course, if anybody gets into any kind of indisciplinary activity, if they go through any punishment, they are not eligible for placement. So you be very careful about making sure you don't fall into any of those indisciplinary activities. So Microsoft came in last time. They recruited 14 of our students. You know what the pay package was? Close to 40 lakhs per annum. 40 lakhs. I know not all of you are going to get into Microsoft, but there's an opportunity to get into Microsoft kind of companies, right? How does that happen? It happens mainly because of your hard work. We are there to give you the strategy. We will train you in soft skills, we will train you in programming, we will train you in everything you need. But that's not enough. You need to get more of your own. What happens is in the school system, there's a lot of spoon feeding going on. You know, for example, the school teachers will come and tell you, okay, this is very important for the exam, so you go mug up, go and vomit, and you get good marks. That's not how university system works. Professors may not be spoon feeding you. You need to proactively get your knowledge, whether it is inside the classroom or outside the classroom. When I say inside the classroom, listening to your professors, interacting with your fellow students afterwards, etc. But outside the classroom, go and approach the professor. If you don't understand, do not keep it to yourself. So go and approach the professor and ask them that I do not understand, so they will explain it to you. They are obliged to explain it to you. There are office hours posted for each professor, so go and talk to them. And also, internet is a great thing. I know many parents are worried about the internet, right? Internet is like a knife. You can use it for cutting fruits or doing something bad also. So it's a great tool, great opportunity for you to learn. Go to the library. Pro VC would have talked about the wonderful library we have. It's not just physical library. We also have a lot of e-books and e-journals. You can access it from your hostel. So utilize those opportunities. You can learn more outside the classroom than inside the classroom. So that's going to be a paradigm shift from your school education to university education. And the last point which I wanted to mention about is our ranking. Now, we have been doing wonderfully well. For the past 4 years, the Government of India's NIRF ranking rates VIT as the #1 private engineering institution in the country. It happens because of the hard work of our faculty and staff and the students. But we are not going to relax because we are #1 private institution in the country. No, that's not at all our goal. Our goal is to compete with MIT Boston. Our goal is to compete with Stanford. Our goal is to compete with Oxford and Cambridge. We are not going to rest competing with IITs in India. We are destined to become the top 100, to be part of the top 100 of the world. For that, I need students. I need our faculty members. I need our staff to work hard. VIT will produce a Nobel laureate when it celebrates its golden jubilee. We are determined to get there. I know it's easier said than done. There's a lot of things we can do. I know I don't want to take a lot of your time. VIT is a Ganges, a river of opportunities, as I mentioned. It's up to you whether you stand there and take it with a teaspoon or a bucket, or bring a big water tanker and take all the water. All the opportunities are up to you to take. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with all the opportunities our campus provides.